Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
Thanks for joining us for Tesla Time News.
Bite-sized.
Sponsored by our friends at the solar-powered hotels in Schaumburg, Illinois, the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott, and the Town Place Suite Hotel right next door. They're both connected, they're both solar-powered, and they both have EV charging. All right, so it seems like it was like a month ago, but it was actually just last Tuesday that Elon tweeted out that the Gigafactory 4 will be located in
Germany. Specifically, 40 kilometers right outside of Berlin.
And he tweeted that they'll be building the batteries, the powertrains, and the vehicles for the Model Y. Now, according to Elon, Gigafactory 4 should be operational by the end of 2021. And you can see here that this is the plot of land where it's going to be built. Right now, it's primarily a forest.
Wait a minute. Hang on. There's trees there. So you're saying that Elon Musk is going to have to cut down some trees to make his Gigafactory 4? It's unacceptable.
Yep, they are going to have to cut down some trees. Unpleasant guy.
No.
But guess what, unpleasant guy?
What?
They stated that they're going to plant 3 times as many trees as they take down. So, gotcha. Go back to your unpleasant cave.
Right. That's much better than most companies where they just cut down stuff and then they go,
see ya, sucker.
yeah, whatever.
Now, we were fortunate enough a couple weeks ago to go down to New York City and drive in a production model Arcimoto. Arcimoto, you remember, is the 3-wheeled electric vehicle that we've been talking all about. And they've actually gone into production. So we went down there. Take a look at some footage here. We're driving around New York City. It is so fun. I think we both agree it was the most fun we've had driving around New York City ever.
I feel like an idiot because they named the Arcimoto the fun utility vehicle. And I was kind of expecting it to be like average. I don't know why I was expecting the average utility vehicle. It's super duper fun. It's got an insane amount of power for how small it is. Yeah, I was just kind of expecting it to be like a golf cart. It's much beefier than a golf cart, and it feels really good.
Also, it has range. Urban range is 102 miles.
Right. I mean, we could have driven around all day on those things, and also, I almost did.
Also, when it was time to go to lunch, finding a parking space, super easy.
Exactly.
It's so small, you just put it anywhere.
Right. You could practically share parking spaces. It's that cool.
Now, the cool thing is that because they're in production now, they're taking orders. And so if you would like to use our referral code, you can go to Arcimoto. And during the checkout process, here's the screen here. Don't miss it. There's a little spot to put "now you know" into the referral. We don't know exactly what it's going to get you. It's kind of a secret referral code. It's a $100 refundable deposit to put your name in. If you're interested at all, I would put your name in because production's going to be a little slow to start until they can really ramp up. So the faster you get your name in, the faster you're going to get your Arcimoto.
Yeah.
I am super excited to get one of my own because this was just pure fun. Oh, and just another thing that's interesting. We're investors here on the show. We try and let you know about companies that might be worth investing in. Mm-hmm. This is a company I think you might want to look into. Now, Jesse and I are long on this stock, so keep that in mind. This is not financial advice. But if you're looking for a company that's into sustainable energy transportation, go take a look at FUV on NASDAQ. This is Arcimoto stock.
Yeah, it's extraordinarily undervalued right now. I think a lot of people started shorting the stock, probably for a lot of the same reasons they short Tesla.
And I think a lot of people don't understand the stock.
Right.
They probably saw that they're just producing a few vehicles right now and don't understand that the ramp is happening and that people want it. There's thousands of people on the waiting list for this car.
Yes.
Some good news here. The Boring Company broke ground last Friday on the Las Vegas People Mover Tunnel.
There's a live stream you can watch of the tunnel access point, basically where they're tunneling.
Oh, Brent, Bobby, put that up now.
Yeah, this is live from whenever Brent and Bobby were editing.
So either they're working hard or they're hardly working.
Right. I mean, it's pretty early here. It's even earlier there. I don't know.
Yeah, so they're tunneling down. They're starting 40 feet under the Las Vegas Convention Center campus. They're going to drill 2 one-mile tunnels that will move 4,400 people an hour.
It'll take less than 2 minutes to get from one end of the campus to the other, which would normally be a 40-minute walk.
So they're drilling at 100 feet per day, and the first tunnel should be done by January. The second tunnel should be done by March. They also have to build 3 stations, which will take some time. So basically, the whole thing is supposed to be ready in time for CES 2021. So that's January of 2021. Now, Jesse, I noticed you got here to the studio quicker today than normal.
Yeah, well, that's because my Model 3 mid-range now goes 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds.
No, it doesn't. You have the mid-range, which goes 0 to 60 in 5.6, if I remember correctly.
No, with the latest update, the mid-range, which is the best Model 3 you could have bought, and you didn't. It now goes 0 to 60 in 4.9.
No,
that is a 10% power increase.
No, I know.
So on that last update, it was a software update where they changed how the motor controllers worked.
What?
I got a 10% power increase. Do you see that I haven't stopped smiling since we started the story? It's a fun mode.
How is it possible that they updated the power of your motor with an update?
So it's a, motor controller firmware.
Wow.
Yeah, right? I mean, so the funny story, though, I started the update, and then it was like, oh, we need to go to the store to get something. And my car was still updating. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll take the Leaf. So we took the Leaf to the store, and we came back, and I had just been driving the Leaf. And then I got in my car with this update where I'm going 0 to 60 over half a second faster. And coming from the Leaf especially, I highly recommend, if you have a Leaf or any other car that's not a Tesla, drive that before you do after the update. Because, I probably would have thought that it was faster, even if I was like, oh, it actually says update failed. But, it is faster, and it has got a new noise.
What do you mean a new noise?
It's a good noise.
From the motor?
Yeah, it sounds like it's
pushing
engaged
harder?
hyperdrive. Yeah, it's so cool.
Now, this also applies to the Performance Model 3, right? It was going 0 to 60 at 3.2 seconds. Now, with the update, it's 2.8 seconds according to drag times.
That's extraordinarily exciting because, again, you buy a car and you don't expect it to get better overnight, right? Like maybe you're like, oh, I'll start a project, I'll tweak some things or something like that with nothing. You didn't have to go in anywhere. They didn't have to plug in anything. They didn't have to add anything to your car, take something out. You're getting a more fun car. This is a unique car buying experience.
You can see why people at work hate Tesla owners because, the first week you get a car, everyone's used to it. Like, okay, great, Gladys, you got your new Mazda. Great.
And then it's over, right? And then
you don't have to hear from Gladys again.
And we can just all go back to our lives, and we don't have to keep talking about your stupid car, Gladys. But with Model 3s, every Model 3 owner over this past week is now gloating again to their friends. It's like they bought a brand new car. And that's the feeling that I get, is that I've bought a brand new car. There's a whole other side to this update, which is hold mode.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it briefly last week. Now I've actually gotten to use it, and I freaking love it.
Yeah, everyone does.
The way it works is you obviously have regen braking. Mm-hmm. The regen braking usually would get you down to about 8 miles an hour, and then it doesn't have enough power to do enough. Now, apparently, regen braking has enough to slow you down even more, and then it'll brake blend without you touching the brake pedal, and it'll bring the car to the most smooth, buttery smooth stop you've ever felt. It's like a chauffeur from the movie. I feel like Jeeves is driving my car.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this project is only costing the convention center $52.5 million, way cheaper than any of the other bids to move these people around.
I think this is super exciting. This is one of the first times we're actually going to get to see the Boring Company in action. They are digging tunnels in other places, like near Baltimore. We haven't heard a peep about it. So it's nice to have an event where they're actually digging a tunnel and they're telling everyone about it.
This is another reason why you guys have to subscribe to our channel, because we need to get to 1 million subscribers so that CES will invite us for press passes so we can go to that.
Yeah.
And,
what the
cover
heck,
it.
CES? Yeah. I dislike how a YouTube channel with 1 million 12-year-olds subscribed is valued more highly than 1 million, full-grown adults with buying habits and time.
brains,
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for Tesla Time News Bite Size. This is a shorter version of the show, Tesla Time News, which you can find right up over here, or you could search for Tesla Time News on YouTube, But anyway, thanks for watching. Now you know.